Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. I've got the legendary Shaquille O'Neal by my side. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. You gotta love David West. Great veteran, brings leadership, toughness, a real edge, Shaq.
Yes, Ernie, he's the last of the old school players. I love his combination of skill and physicality. Not an above-the-rim guy anymore, but he can score, he can block shots, and his pick-and-pop game is immaculate.
Whoa, that's a huge word right there. Hey, you know, this guy's also on the list, isn't he? You don't want to mess with David West, do you?
Well, I'll mess with anybody, but I won't mess with this guy.
You wouldn't mess with David West?
No, Ernie, I'm professional now. I'm up here next to you, Ernie Johnson.
That hardly makes you a pro, but this guy's a pro. Kevin Harlan, over to you.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. To take a look at the Wizards, this is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
I think for the Wizards, they've just sort of hung around. I mean, they're not among the elite teams, but they're not that far off the pace either.
No, I think they're satisfied, Clark, with where they are right now because they're in decent position, as they move forward. And this is all about just surviving the marathon in the NBA. Such a long season.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Andre Drummond is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Iverson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Parsons in at the 3 spot. Chandler Parsons, a second-round pick by the Rockets out of Florida back in 2011. Steve, what a find.
Yeah, I mean, from day one, he looked ready to play at the NBA level. I mean, the speed wasn't too much for him. His skill level translated beautifully. And he's improved every season. His three-point shooting is getting better. But the ability to do so many things makes him a very effective player.
Wizards on D. 4-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark.
That one goes. Count it. Parsons got his first points of the night.
And Parson, he's 6'10", maybe 6'9". 6'10" might be a stretch, but he's a good athlete, has a tight handle. I think the more open style of play in the NBA suits his strengths as a player who likes to attack in transition and is able to get to the rim and has a really good basketball IQ, too.
Plays with great confidence.
He really does.
And Drummond kicks to Westbrook. Nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
And Chandler likes to play in the move, even in the half court. He'll back up off the three-point line and get a running start on his defender.
He's got a lot of game. He does.
And Faried kicks to Iverson. Outside Westbrook. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 5 now.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Parker kicks to Durant. All alone. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The drive by Iverson. Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Offline from the high post.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
The feed to Crawford. There's the block. Parker against Iverson. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Wizards second.
I just love the flow with which they've played recently. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Parsons. Outside Westbrook. Goes up to the stripe. Count the bucket. Westbrook's got his third bucket of the night.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out. Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion can't cover up the holes in the roster.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Iverson passes to Westbrook. Fareed dishes to Drummond. The three from Iverson. The rebound by the Celtics. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
You got to give the Celtics credit, though. They were never really in contention for anything last year, but Clark, they played their heart.
Yeah, they did play hard, played with energy, and that goes a long way to trying to build a foundation of being successful going forward. It might not have done much for them last year, but that attitude is something they can build on. There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all, though.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kufis checked in for Mourning. Spates comes in for David West. Tony Snell's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Carter Williams in for Parker. Now here's Anderson. This game he had 10 points.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
You know, one of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper. And it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. Didn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the servant?
Yeah, that's right. The servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
Took him no time at all on that one. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Beverly out to Carter. Beverly up top. Carter Williams covering. Butler from outside. And the shot is good. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
19 seconds left to play in the first. To the left wing. Back to Carter Williams. Banked in off the glass. Carter Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Now Beverly. Carter outside. Three-pointer. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise under pressure?
Well,
unbelievable.
Guys, he got himself into as good a position as he could before he pulled the trigger. What a play.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Durant is out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Carter Williams. Then there's Koufos, and it's Snell in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Celtics trail by 5. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with the 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Pondexter kicks to Anderson. From past the arc. And it's Spates with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Berg. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Tony Parker is now an elder statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own. Guys?"
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Koufos. Morning comes in for Maurice Spates. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Tony Parker subbed in for Tony Snell. There's Crawford with the 3, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
The shot's good from Fareed.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
And stolen by Iverson, and even 3-on-3 break. Fareed, a screen on Parker. Parsons against Mourning. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Washington with the ball. Following the miss by Tony Parker. Fareed the pass to Iverson. And again, Washington with the triple.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Celtics trail by 8. And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, that's to be expected. But it's definitely an area he can continue to improve. Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Left side, Parsons. Iverson outside. No good. Some solid D here from Bynum. Here's Crawford. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Now just a 4-point Washington lead. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, it wasn't too long ago. We can remember Andrew Bynum being one of the best centers in the entire league. But, Steve, after his knee injuries, he just doesn't look the same.
Yeah, it's a shame, Kevin, and it happens periodically with big men. They're carrying so much more weight that you worry about those feet ankles and knees, and it's too bad because Bynum was really coming into his own when he went down with the injuries.
Parker outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Fareed's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Celtics trail by 6. Parker drives in. Another miss by Parker.
What a struggle for him. A goose egg in the box score today.
The kick out to Fareed. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Fareed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage. Let's check out the story of the stats for Carter Williams. Solid numbers last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Wizards leading by 6. Westbrook drives in. In low to Fareed. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team. Crawford. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Here's Drummond. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Morning a screen on Westbrook.
Defensive foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Spates comes in for Morning. And Kevin Durant has subbed in for Carter Williams. Parker against Westbrook. Fades and shoots. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first.
Well, Kevin,
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Third quarter action getting going right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Russell Westbrook out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. He plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen the guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
Got it.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Wizards leading by 5. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for Washington.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. I mean, he doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
Now here's Parker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad, bad man.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. And I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Wizards leading by 7. It's Westbrook with the drive. Can't get it to fall.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Parker dishes to Crawford. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Wizards.
They've been playing so smart lately. Just the way they move the ball and they share it, they're always finding good looks.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Boston making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The Wizards shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He has 14 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Yeah, and I think that's been important because it's established a nice defensive presence for his team.
Now here's West. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Carter Williams kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Drummond. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Celtics trail by 9. And here is Carter Williams. 6 points for him. West setting the pick for Carter Williams. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, it's Boston converting.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
The drive by Iverson. Got that bucket in no time at all. Iverson's got 9.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Carter Williams against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. And then for Washington, J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Reed. Rasul Butler comes in for Parsons. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Koufos. Morning a screen on Butler. No good from Durant.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Carter Williams with it. Mourning with the screen. Crawford, no one around him. Hickson grabs the board.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
Here's Koufos. Allen Iverson grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 13. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Beverly kicks to Hickson. In the corner, Drummond with it. He feeds it to Beverly. Nice ball movement by Washington. The drive by Iverson. For three, Rocket 6. And it's Durant with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Michael Carter Williams.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
Iverson against Durant. There's the bucket. Good.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
And stolen by Mourning. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Spates checked in for the Celtics. And then for Washington, Anderson comes in for Drummond. And it's Carter in for Allen Iverson. Now here is Carter. That's good. Carter's got 5 now.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter Williams, the pass to Koufos. For 3, Durant, and that one's good. Durant's got 17 points here in the second half.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
The kick outside to Butler. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
We've got Durant, Maurice Spates out there with West. Then it's Carter Williams, and it's Parker in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Celtics trail by 9. Durant sets a screen for Carter Williams. He dishes it to Parker.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The wide open look for Durant. They get it again. Spates dishes to Parker. Pass to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Durant. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Parker. Soft touch off the glass.
Clutch basket there to shave points off this lead. And I'll tell you what, the later we get into this game, the more they need him attacking the basket.
Carter outside. Goes up at the stripe. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried.
You know, that's not always the number 1 option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
Warnings checked in for Maurice Spates. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey guys, well Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Fareed's checked in for Hickson. Parsons comes in for Rasul Butler. Iverson's checked in for Vince Carter. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Levine.
And for Vince Carter, a quality defender and still a well-rounded contributor. He always had a nice breadth of skills. Now he does the little things that help him win.
Now here's Durant. There's the bucket. Good. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
Parker with the steal. Feeds to Carter Williams. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And for some superstars, they have a tough time accepting Clark a lesser role. Not Vince Carter.
You know, it's really impressive the way he's gracefully aged into becoming a quality 6th man, Kevin. I think it's a model for other aging superstars or former superstars to follow.
Offensive rebound. Last can't hit. Wizards leading by 5. They get a hand on it. Durant with the steal. And again, Boston running the court in transition, and it's rejected. Fareed against Durant. Fareed goes in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
What a performance. Let's look at the game for Fareed. He's got 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
Now here's Parker. Drummond with the block. They recover it. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. And Iverson throws it down.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Parker, a screen on Fareed. Durant for 3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Mourning, and another shot. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Really nice possession there. Their focus has never wavered as this game has unfolded.
And with time running down here in the fourth, they may need to add only a few more points to their lead to put it away.
.158 left here in the fourth quarter. Parker outside. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Jacks up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, when he's got that kind of a height advantage on the defender, it's just too easy for him to rise up and get the shot off.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
And he is unable to get the second one.
It's been a solid outing for Drummond. 13 points and 2 rejections. Seems like he's making everything he looks at.
Automatic, guys, just completely automatic at this point. I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Iverson against Crawford. From the high post, David West grabs the miss. West has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Durant with the drive. Wasted no time on that one. And now just a 3-point Wizards lead.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
Now here's Iverson. Cans the 3.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
And Boston has possession. Here's Durant, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And that's the right call, no question about it. It's one thing to play tough D and commit a hard foul, but it's another to risk hurting your opponent with contact like that.
Yeah, very easy to get knocked off balance and take a nasty tumble when you get slammed into one.
Well, you can't say enough about his composure in big moments. He's as cool as they come, guys.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities. So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Parker. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Parsons. Money!
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots from 12. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
It is shaking in here, guys. Absolutely insane. Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Here's Westbrook. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Here's Parker. Westbrook with the block. But they get it back. And so it's Washington.
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.